All right, so you know you're here because you want to be in the know, right?
Right.
And we all know nobody's got time to read like a million articles every day.
Definitely.
So we're diving into something pretty huge today. OpenAI is planning on releasing an open weight language model
That's right.
this summer.
Uh-huh.
It's not fully open source, but it's still like a really big deal. And we're going to unpack why it matters, especially for anyone who's like really keeping an eye on AI.
Totally.
So can you just break down like what does open weight mean for those of us who maybe are not super familiar with all the technical terms?
Yeah, so I think a good way to think about it is like you're getting access to the dials and settings of a super powerful AI engine.
Okay.
Like you can fine tune it and customize it to do like really specific things.
Okay.
But the original like blueprint and all the data they use to train it, that stays with OpenAI.
Got it.
So it's not quite as open as like full open source. You
Yeah.
can get like absolutely everything.
Yeah. For someone who's like seen other AI systems out there and like the buzz that's going on.
Yeah.
This is different, right?
It is. So you're not getting access to absolutely everything.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of flexibility to adapt it, but like the core tech and how it learned, that's still OpenAI's secret sauce.
Okay. And what's interesting to me is the timing of this. Like we've seen a lot of success with other more open systems like DeepSeek's R1 and Meta's Llama and like Llama in particular. Like that's been picked up by a bunch of research labs and startups, and people are doing really cool stuff with it. Like in personalized medicine. So I'm wondering if like they're seeing this and being like, oh, we need to offer something similar.
Yeah, I think it definitely looks like OpenAI is paying attention to what's working out there and realizing, hey, people want this kind of adaptability.
Right.
And they're not just quietly releasing this, right? They're doing developer events and stuff too.
Yeah. I was just going to say that I saw that they're planning events around the world to get people using it.
Yeah. So it looks like they're starting in San Francisco and then going to Europe and Asia Pacific. So
Wow.
pretty big reach.
That's a really big deal. So they're serious about this.
Oh, yeah. It seems like they really want to get feedback and see how this is going to be used in the real world.
It sounds like they want to like put it in developers' hands and say like, go make cool stuff.
Totally. They want to get those early versions out there and see what the community can do with it.
So when you think about like the bigger picture here, like why is OpenAI making this shift towards these more accessible models?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think this release is all about OpenAI wanting to make powerful AI technology more widespread, you know? By offering these open weight models, they're basically lowering the barrier for entry for a lot of developers and organizations to build their own custom AI solutions.
So basically like I could use this to make a specific tool for my business.
Exactly. Or in your field, like whatever you're working on.
So it's not just like a one size fits all. It's like,
yeah,
I can customize it and make it do what I need it to do.
That's the idea.
Okay, so the big takeaway for you here is that OpenAI's move towards open weight is a pretty big shift.
Definitely.
There's more accessibility, more customization.
Yeah.
And it seems like the success of other open models has influenced this decision.
Right. And it's not just putting it out there. They're actively getting the developer community involved. So they want to see this thing used in the real world.
And on that note, like thinking about the future, what could this increased access to these language models mean for specific tools in like niche areas?
Yeah. Think about it. Like what kind of really specific tools could be developed now that this power is becoming more adaptable?
Like even in industries you might not even think about.
Yeah. What kind of doors does this open for specialized applications?
So much to think about there.
Lots of potential.
And we will be keeping an eye on it.
Absolutely.
And we'll be sure to keep you updated as this develops.
Definitely things are going to get interesting.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Of course. My pleasure.
And we will catch you next time.
See you then.